hi there. I hope that you are doing absolutely fabulous. I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you guys for tuning in today. My name is Andrea, and this is the Classy Lady Squad. The Classy Lady Squad is a community where women impact women through evaluated experience. We talk about health, relationships, and business. Sometimes we're talking about current events that's going on in this world today. Ladies, if you did not have the opportunity to take a look at my last video, I introduced my daughter, Naima Tiara Kinloch, and she talks about PCOS and her journey with it. So if you have not had the opportunity to take a look at that video, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's get started with today's video. Okay, ladies, let's just get started with today's video. Today's video is managing PTSD. I am currently managing PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. I previously put out a video called How I Almost Lost My Life, Parts 1 and Part 2. By the way, if you haven't had the opportunity to watch those two videos, please consider doing so. In the video, I discussed how I almost lost my life, and in part of the video, I shared with you that I had emergency surgery back in February of last year. The emergency surgery was on my lungs, and I had biofluid filling my lungs, and it was caused by a procedure that was previously done to me. And going through the 10 days that I spent in the hospital, it was like an outer body experience, and an experience that I will never forget because my body was going downhill and quickly. And I remember going in there through the emergency room with you know how you get an infection, or maybe you don't know. When you've had surgery and there's a foul scent, you best get to the emergency room because that indicates that there's an infection. So I went through the emergency room, and long story short, they found out that the fluid was leaking into my lungs. And as all these doctors that kept connecting to my case, they invited the infectious disease, I think it's called infectious disease doctors had to take over my case. So at that point, I started getting nervous, and I noticed that my breathing, I couldn't hardly catch my breath, and they weren't really telling me what was going on. But as I learned what was going on, it was like the outer body experience thing going on. And I was I wasn't scared, I wasn't afraid. It's just so hard to explain, but when you believe that you are like on your deathbed because of what's going on all around you, you don't forget the things that had been said to you by all these doctors, all the machinery that's hooked up to you, not remembering everything during that time frame. And I don't know, it's been a real journey, and I currently today am experiencing and going through the journey of PTSD and PTSD is real. It is something that you wake up with, something that you think about during the day. When you've gone through trauma, it's a part of you, and it's like you can't shake it. You go to bed with it, and as I said, you wake up with it. And I had to learn how to manage. I had to figure out a way to manage PTSD and this trauma that I just went through. And going to my primary doctor, or my doctors, which they had suggested that I get therapy. Well, my body was healing, has been healing, and I'm now to the point to where, okay, I can think about it, I can think back on it, my family's telling me about it, and I'm ready to go to therapy now. Now, once I'm triggered with anything that's traumatic or anything that gives me anxiety, I tend to back away from it, and because I don't know how to deal with other trauma and other anxiety-filled conversations. I don't know how to deal with it both at the same time. So I tend to not talk much on it, or I will try to, shy away or walk away from it. And I know that I have to deal with getting better with this disorder. And I certainly wanted to just come in and share with you that I know personally that PTSD is real. And I wanted to share with you my story. Here are some ways to help manage PTSD, whether it's for yourself, someone you know, or someone that you may meet. And these are some ideas that I wanted to share with you that I am currently using to help manage PTSD. And here we go. Again, PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. Seek professional help. A mental health professional experienced in treating trauma can provide therapy and guidance tailored to your specific needs. Practice self-care. Engage in activities that promote relaxation, such as deep breathing exercises, meditation, or yoga. Prioritize adequate sleep, exercise regularly, and maintain a healthy diet. Build a support network. Support yourself with understanding and supportive people who can provide emotional support. Joining support groups or connecting with others who have experienced similar traumas can be helpful. Develop coping skills. Learn effective coping strategies to manage stress and anxiety. This may involve techniques like grounding exercises, journaling, or engaging in hobbies that provide a sense of calm and distractions. Avoid triggers when possible. Identify situations, places, or activities that trigger your PTSD symptoms and try to minimize exposure to them. If avoiding triggers is not possible, develop strategies to manage them effectively. Educate yourself. Learn about PTSD and its symptoms to better understand your condition. Understanding the nature of PTSD can help you develop appropriate coping mechanisms. Consider medication. In some cases, medication may be prescribed to help manage PTSD symptoms. Consult with a psychiatrist to determine if medication is an appropriate option for you. And remember, managing PTSD is a journey, and everyone's experience is unique. It's important to be patient with yourself and seek professional help when needed. Ladies, I hope that these ideas or suggestions on how to manage PTSD from my point of view, from my evaluated experience, helps you to manage PTSD or whoever you know that may have PTSD. Ladies, keep busy, keep motivated, be strategic, be intentional about managing this PTSD, because PTSD can eat away at you from the inside out. Anxiety, stress, depression, PTSD will eat away at you, ladies. So I hope again that this video adds value to you. I hope that it motivates you, and I hope that it empowers you to share your story with someone who may be going through this. We never know who's going through or why people are behaving the way they're behaving. Maybe they're going through PTSD. And sharing your story would be an aid to someone. Now, I hope that this video, again, motivates, empowers, and adds value to you. And ladies, if you liked this video, a matter of fact, if you loved this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, leaving us a comment, giving us your resources or your evaluated experience with PTSD. That would be so greatly appreciated. It's always about sharing our stories so that we can help one another. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, ladies, I don't know what you're waiting on, but also consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so that you would get every video that I upload. Ladies, comment, like, subscribe, and share, please, so that we can elevate and build this community. Listen, ladies, know who you are, stay in your truth, and own it. Until the next time, until the next video, peace for now.